city.
#1 pick of the draft.
All right, Kevin, opening up the confetti case for you.
Oh, Jenna, there's no story in sports that I like more than, is this absolutely nothing or is this absolutely everything? And Dan Weike of Los Angeles Times said, hey, the Lakers got confetti and the Heat didn't. How he knew this, I have no idea, but it's great intel. So look at all the confetti everywhere. LeBron's sitting there with his shoes off, sitting in a pile of confetti. Meanwhile, the Heat don't want confetti at all. They just want that big silver trophy that then goes in the, trophy case that no one cares about. So confetti gate, Nick, is it something, nothing, or everything? I have no idea. You can make an argument.
No,
for
I think
all three sides of this story.
I think the Heat said they didn't want confetti because the job's not done, but it's just a shame because now the Lakers are going to get confetti twice and the Heat are never going to get it. So that's a bummer for them. Just a
Too
shame.
much confetti and too little confetti, I could see. All right, Nick, Patty Mahomes, he's got a good memory.
Yeah, so some people thought this was about his 4th touchdown pass. It's not. It's about the fact that some doofuses ranked him the 4th best player in the NFL. How do I know that's why he's counting on his fingers? Because we have seen him count on his fingers once before. Show me the Bears game last year when he's up against #2 overall pick Mitch Trubisky and Patrick Mahomes, #10 overall pick, reminding the Bears, you could have had me. I fell to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it is disrespectful. It's highly disrespectful. And I am here for it. So, Patrick Mahomes, keep counting. I like it.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, it's disrespectful. What do you mean to Lamar Jackson? Lamar should have been 1? No. Patrick should be 1.
You're in the NFL and you're still counting on your fingers. That to me is the big takeaway. Hey guys, Bears have themselves a new quarterback moving forward. Matt Nagy moving over Mitch Trubisky, replacing him with Nick Foles. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. Reason #1, he comes in for Trubisky on Sunday, throws 5 touchdown passes, 3 of them count, gets the comeback win. That's why he's your starter. #2, they guaranteed him $21 million, the Bears did. Enough said. That's reason #2. And reason #3, guy's got a statue. Anytime you're a backup quarterback, you come in for the starter, you win the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl MVP, and then you go to Jacksonville, and then you go to Chicago, you replace a guy, and you get the win on a Sunday, and you have a statue? Well, you gotta be a starter in the NFL. That's the perfect recipe. Nick Foles, congratulations once again, going from backup to starter. You got the Colts this weekend. Knock them out of the park.
Think Doc will get a statue?
Let's get to some basketball now.
Probably.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. Talk some Clippers. The LA Clippers parting ways with head coach Doc Rivers yesterday. Some would say it was inevitable after the way they collapsed against Denver. Many had this team winning the title. They didn't even get to the conference finals. Doc did issue a statement yesterday thanking the fans and calling it a disappointing end to the season. All right, Nick, after 7 seasons, Doc Rivers out as Clippers head coach. You surprised the team made this decision?
Surprised it took them a week or 2 weeks almost. I felt like it was either going to be immediate or it wasn't going to happen. But while everyone respects Doc and everyone likes Doc, and everyone's going to focus on the 3-1 series loss, his 3rd, the only coach ever with more than 1. Here is, I think, the biggest indictment on Doc Rivers, not just this year, but his tenure with the Clippers. And people aren't going to believe this, but I promise it's true. Frank Vogel has won as many playoff series with the Lakers as Doc Rivers won with the Clippers.
Right there, show you what.
Think about that. So it wasn't just 1 year of underachieving. It was a better part of a decade of underachieving. And so the question is, will the Clippers get a better coach? I don't know if they will. Ty Lue's going to be the obvious name. We can talk more about that later. But, Jenna, the real reason they did this, in my opinion, is because they were stuck. Brandon, they don't have a good secondary pitch here. I know you had said keep Kawhi, Doc, and Paul George and blow the rest of the team up. I don't know if the rest of the team has that much value. I think the only real shakeup you could do is trade Paul George, whose value's the lowest it's ever been, or fire the coach. I don't know that they had another way to shake the snow globe, Brandon. So I think they made the change here, not for the sake of change, but because they had to change something, and this was almost the only move they could do.
I mean, let's start from the top. Steve Ballmer, one of the most successful businessmen and women out there. You know, when you look at what makes a successful person in business, they understand organization, they understand structure, they understand culture. So when you look at this, it has to fall on Doc Rivers, because when your number one asset isn't your number one asset anymore, that's a problem, and it's time to move on. You know, when you think about today's NBA, it's less about X's and O's and, you know, drawing up plays, because you can hand that off to a really good assistant. It's about leadership. This NBA, you know, when you look at the sideline, it's gone from like 1 or 2 coaches, 3 people on the sideline. Now they have a full staff. This is you really got to understand how to galvanize your department, how to galvanize the locker room, and all the things that came out of this locker room during their time in the bubble was disturbing. I've seen this so many times. Unfortunately, I've been in, in bad organizations, on bad teams. I've been in situations where I was a part of the problem. I've been in situations where I was part of the solution. So for me, sitting back and watching this, I thought it could go either way. You blow it up by firing a coach, or you get rid of all of the players that's not buying into this coach. And again, Doc Rivers' number one asset has always been his leadership. Everyone in the NBA respects him. His players play for him, and they play hard. So when you don't have that anymore, that's an issue. So I think Ballmer made the right decision on moving on, because now what you need is a guy who's potentially sitting on your bench that can step up and deal with the superstars and deal with the egos, deal with those different temperaments. So Ty Lue could be a guy that can stand in there and say, you know what, guys, I know it's about you guys on the court, but right now my job is to lead you guys and hold you guys accountable.
I was shocked this happened. We saw the text yesterday. I was absolutely shocked. Ballmer and Doc Rivers have a great relationship, or they did have a great relationship by all reports. And the leadership that Doc has provided beyond X's and O's on the court is unparalleled in sports. And I know people keep on going back to this he's the first coach to lose 3-3-1 leads. Like, just give me a break. The first 3-1 lead was with the Magic against the Pistons that ended up going in the finals. The Magic were an 8 seed. So if you're saying, like, you know, Doc, one of the reasons is because that Magic series, like, no.
Okay,
the second series was like, okay, then I'll blame this. I'll blame this one on the bubble. I'll blame this one as the first year you lost 3-1, and just because the world said you guys had championship expectations in year 1 because Kawhi went up and did it with Toronto, doesn't mean that that's the actual plan.
Play.
So, Jenna,
they voted not to play.
I would give them 2.
Yeah.
I would give them 2 years. I would give Doc 2 years, because this.